back with episode 9 of the SPFL show, and it's the first ever SPFL show in the new setup where we're all here. It's a full house, lads.
Boom.
Bang.
Well.
On the screen at once, we can talk everything. It's weird.
It's a nice new layout. I like it. I rate it. Let's just be happy for a change that Gogsy doesn't look like one big giant pixel.
Oh,
he's actually stole my fucking joke. Can you believe that?
There you go.
Look at the ISO in Gogsy's room. Though, it looks like he's having a fucking disco, mate.
Oh, it's like a disco in heaven. Look at it.
It's like he's using an iPhone. It's just automatic ISO.
I feel like an albino. It's great.
No, getting up. What's happening in your room right now, Gogs?
It's my studio light.
Oh, right, aye, they're brilliant.
Your studio light, I know, boss.
Might want to get a refund on them, you know what I
mean? It's just his roommate like reflecting the light with a mirror. It's like, there you are, is that it? Oh! Jesus
there we
Christ.
go.
Now we've turned into like a horror movie. I love it. So as you can see everyone on the screen, but we'll do a wee introduction anyway then, because that's what we've always done since day one. So we'll start off with the light man himself, Gogsy 99er. Nice to actually see your human oh wow, messy bedroom as well. And he's still moving it. So hey.
Hello there.
Brilliant.
Still in third place though, so I'll happily cheers that.
Cheers for that, mate. They're spoiling the whole episode. Thanks for that. Right, moving on to the next one. We've got Ryan, the 118. Didn't vote him.
Nice to be back. Good weekend.
Good to have the football back.
Good, brilliant. Look, you know what it's like to be an international football fan. For us, it's terrible. So having club football back and having a position back in the table as well was lovely. But it was a very interesting weekend nonetheless. Not to be bragging. It's just nice. You know what it feels like.
Yeah, it's actually a good game of football. Last week it was just me and you, Ryan, and we had to talk about 5 draws.
I know.
It was a tough episode.
You know, at the time that went right out of my head. I didn't even realise that was the case last week. But do you know what? We had good reviews for the show, and I believe things went well.
I did actually. And there's also the man is just back from holiday. How's things, Mr. Sharpdiv?
Brilliant. I'm glad to be back. Do you know, I'd have preferred if it was like last week I was here and I was able to, lap it up.
Yep.
But I'm here, and it's tables have changed again. Do you know what I mean?
Literally, by the third category that can separate us, which I think is quite interesting and funny. But we'll talk about that as the weekend and that goes. Right, Div, I'm actually going to go to you first, mate, because we normally talk about the crappiest game first. That's like our wee running gag, but it's probably your game, to be fair. So I'm actually just handing over to you, mate. Where would you like to start this week?
Right, I'll start at the crappiest game I can pick for you then as well.
Right.
It's quite a hard one, actually, to be honest. I'm going to go for Kelly Livy, though.
Yep.
3 goals. 3 goals in the match. Kelly came out victorious 2-1. Dicker and McKenzie on the score sheet. Muller scores for Livy. But to be honest with you, I thought that the quality was absolutely mincemeat, and I don't want to throw the Scottish League under the bus and stuff. I'm ever the optimist, glass half full and all that sort of stuff. But it was dug meat. There was a lot of chances in the match. There just wasn't a lot of quality, in my opinion, to be honest.
I've got to agree with you, mate. I've got the battle of the plastic because it was a 2 plastic pitches against each other. And I just think the goals are just the perfect summary of this entire game. Every one of them was like a deflected miss pass or bouncing off someone's back, an own goal. And it just summed up the game. It was brutal.
The defending was not great at all. It's another goal that Livy are conceding from a set piece as well. We speak about how Livy are so good for set pieces, but defending set pieces, they are not very good at all.
Adam Oliver actually writes in, I'm sorry, Gogs, I'm hiding your face, and that's perfect for you, Ryan, if you want to just duck, so hide Mary your face. But he writes in, you could bet that Livy would get beat after beating Celtic, and that's a good point because Livy looked a shadow of themselves.
I think it was another fine example of how the international break comes along and just destroys a team's momentum and destroys how a team is playing. That's not me coming out and saying stop the international breaks, but I feel like a lot of teams go in and then they come out and they're just a completely different side. And it was a fine example of that at Rugby Park.
I just expected so much more of the game. I don't know what you thought about it, Gogsy, but going into the game of football, I was like, Kelly's on a good run. Livy just had a fantastic run versus Celtic. They've been playing well. It was utter crap. What was your thoughts?
I thought it just summed up the inconsistency of our league, that Livingston could go and smash out a great result against Celtic and then get beat by Kelly. But I'm just echoing what everyone else has said. Like, the goals themselves, like the only good goal was Gary Dicker's first time
cheeky
finish.
little finish for him.
That was great placement. And it's his second Kelly goal in like 3 years. But then Livy were unlucky not to get back into the game before they scored. Bartley's efforts.
Good save, but once again.
Yeah, and the keeper saved, But it was late squeaky bum time for Kelly, but they managed to hold on and get the 3 points.
It's a classic case of Livingston showing up against the big teams, and you need to do it in every game as well. You think, got to Rugby Park, they'd be used to plastic pitches, but there was just a shadow. Exactly, it's just a home game. They were just a shadow of themselves as well. I don't think they got Dykes into the game as much either.
He was starved for any service.
Exactly. And it just wasn't a great game at all, although there was a lot of chances and stuff, but it wasn't great. And obviously we'll talk about the penalty incident at the very start. Just what's your thoughts on that, guys, on Brophy right at the start of the game?
I wrote no pen. I don't think it was a penalty. I thought it was rightfully waved off.
No, I don't think it's a penalty. I think he does the hardest part. He puts him between his legs. Just go by your guy. You just need to go by him, but he throws himself into the player. For me, it's not a penalty kick. Gogs?
It's no penalty. It's too soft for me.
Daniel?
I'm on the exact same boat as well. Guy like Brophy, I think he's just trying to... he's done some good work there, but then he's like just dived at the first opportunity. There's a wee bit of contact or whatever. There just wasn't enough to go down, but he's a guy who's starved the goals as well, starved the confidence, and he's probably just thinking... He's
playing like it.
Here. Exactly. You've hit the nail on the head there. You're wanting your striker to be confident. He's done well so far in that play, and try and get an opportunity on it, but he's just diving to the ground, and it wasn't nice to see.
Yeah, you're getting a lot of comments coming in here saying it was a dive. Cammy McFarlane as well, the Kilmarnock fans even writing in there that the man dived. And for me, like, I remember last season when he was just taking touches for anywhere and smashing it into the back of the net, or at least getting on target, but now he's just such a non-factor. It's weird what's going on with him. But there's another player I want to speak about for more of a comedy style. Del Fabro, the boy there on loan for Juventus, he was wearing a headband and he's got a broken wrist, or he looked like a pro clubs player.
I think it's a fashion accessory.
Like, he's running about with a cast and a headband. I was like,
it's called fashion, CJ.
Is that what's happening? Is that what's coming from Juventus?
That's what's happening. Modern football, Modern football.
Beautiful. Look at it, Lisa. There's one. Oh, jeez, on my voice. I know. Jeez, there's one thing that you go spin off for this game. It's a real. I mean, it's took me a wee time, but I realised we spoke about it for a long time in the first few episodes of the season that Kilmarnock started so badly. 4 of the last 5 games now they've came out with the points. Yep. They're sitting 5th in the table. Is this the point where Kelly are now actually turned around and got himself being back into that a proper top half club week in, week out? Because yes, it was a very poor performance yesterday, but the work was still done. The second goal was good, I think. O'Donnell's goal, O'Donnell's set up for the second goal, and a fantastic finish as well. I think Kilmarnock are, and even the loss that they had in the last 5 games, I believe, was the game to Celtic as well, which they did come to Celtic Park and show a lot of positives. So I think Kilmarnock, as a Kilmarnock fan, depends where you're looking at it from. If a Kilmarnock fan, I think now it's a lot more comfortable this year because at the start of the season, it could have went anyway. And now, looking really good.
Yeah, I think the adjustment period with the new manager, the new style of play is starting to slowly get there again. We've already touched it's not a good game of football, but they're picking up the points. And I'm glad because I picked him to finish 5th in the league. And I was a laughing stock for the first couple of weeks, so they're starting to get back there. So
I think keep that up, boys. Sitting 5th, so you're doing well.
I think I had them in like 10th or 9th, honestly.
Yeah, I think I had them 6th.
But do you know what I liked? And the manager came under a lot of criticism at the start of the season. Is he good enough and stuff? And a lot of people were questioning whether players wanted to play for him and stuff like that. But after the game, the celebration for the Kilmarnock manager and the backroom staff was class. They celebrated it like they just won a cup. You know that doesn't happen at Kilmarnock, but they celebrated it as such, and it does show that the manager is there. He's interested. He's hungry to make Kilmarnock better as well. So I think that's something that Kelly fans would have liked to have saw as well.
And I think you can see it collectively from the players because they cut players like Broadfoot and everything like that. Maybe like personality wasn't fitting with the team. Maybe that was a problem. But they seem to have got rid of the people, maybe the bigger names that was there or players that was performing well under Stevie Clark. And he's bringing in his own balanced new mix with the people that was already there, and they're starting to get results. So you can't complain if you're a Kelly fan. You're getting the points, and here comes Rocky Boy Johnson. There he is.
What an appearance!
There he is.
Nice cameo there.
There he is. Looking, just getting his tail and everything, isn't he? Fucking egotistical. Egotistical.
In the boy, honestly.
Right, man. Right, let's move on to the next game then, and I'll give it to Gogs. You've not been on the show for a wee while, mate. So on you go. Have a word.
Shall I take you through the Motherwell game?
Oh, please. No, wait. 1 second, because I want to hear this. Right, Rocky.
We'll just entertain somebody. Let's go. Let's wee bit of improvisation.
I know Ryan's here. I'm sorry about that. I know.
Is that a wee speech you've got ready for us, Gogs?
I have
right,
got
go for it, mate.
Is that a wee piece of creative writing? Yes. Go on, son.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to start off by saying it was a very immature, I thought.
Immature. Seriously. At your age, Motherwell.
As the gap narrowed between third and fourth. James Scott missed a penalty after 4 minutes. A great save from Joe Lewis.
Phenomenal save.
But the thing is, it was a really good height for him. And as Joe Lewis is one of the tallest keepers in the league, I thought
in history,
you'd want to go low and hard. But okay, James Scott's just a young lad. He's just right. That's plenty from you, CJ. But yeah, it seemed like the heads seemed to drop after that, and that was only after 4 minutes. Like Seedorf just couldn't do anything. The white players were a shite.
The white players were a shite.
Then we go down to 10 men for a couple of minutes. Hartley went off for concussion, and then Aberdeen profited from that, and Sam Cosgrove goes through and scores after Long gave the ball away.
What a shot.
It was a lovely... It
was almost as good as my chip at the weekend. It was almost as good as that, wasn't it?
It was a lovely wee dink, to be fair to the lad.
It was a lovely wee dink.
But with Aberdeen already playing 7 defenders, the game was only going to get tougher to break them down. And we needed to commit more players forward in order to get back into the game. Then in the second half, miscommunication at the back led to McGinn doubling their advantage just after half-time, and Viner's strike on the hour mark was the icing on the cake. Yeah, the Dons could have easily put 5, maybe 6 past us. We were just absolutely honking, and it was one of the worst performances I've seen from a Motherwell side. If I were to outline any performances in general, Greg Lee in the centre of the park, a fullback dominating the midfield like that at times I'll say he was a joy to watch. If I was a neutral, but say it was against my side, then that was just.
I can see your pain, mate, so I'm going to save you and save us off for listening to it any further, to be fair. But I just want to say about Greg Lee, we talked about that, I think, a couple of weeks ago, and I was very impressed with him. Then we played against Rangers. It was like a ghost. He just wasn't involved. Yeah. But he dominated, like you said, the middle of the park. He was heavily involved in the first goal, chasing the man down, winning the ball. Delicious through pass to Cosgrove. The finish says everything about the man. The man's dripping with confidence right now. And you can see now that he's got that kind of swagger. Because you see, even as he was just about to hit it, he was like, he didn't look worried. He wasn't rushed. He ran at the goalie, gave it a wee shimmy, then just chipped it.
He knew he was scoring as soon as he got the ball.
I mean, he should as well. He had like 20 odd yards of space. He had about 10 minutes to like set the shot up and everything. But credit to him, it was a great finish against Gillespie as well, who's been in great form.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I want to bring up this point because I've seemed to notice this lately.
Oh, here we go.
Whenever we concede early or the first goal and it goes to the other team, we never play well and we never get a result, and we just seem to struggle playing a closed game because Aberdeen were just sitting happy for us to play in front of them, and we weren't just getting in behind like we usually do when we're winning. And we really need to rectify that, and I don't think next week's going to be the place we start.
It's going to be a different one, mate.
It's going to be a tough game, but
the both old firm teams are different animals at home. I think that's fair to say.
Oh, definitely. I'll happily take 5 right now.
Right, I just want to say something else about the game because we've been pretty hard on Aberdeen pretty much all season long because of the way they've been playing. But all 3 goals, they started with 7 defenders. They were a laughing stock before a ball was kicked. But every single goal, is absolutely top notch.
Yeah, and their game management was second to none. Like they just fucking knew how to just see out the game, and I was impressed.
It was resemblant to watching, a second place Aberdeen performance. I thought it was like a good throwback back to 2016. There at McInnes, Aberdeen, actually dangerous. Scoring some cracking goals,
phenomenal
defensively goals. Set up well. Joe Lewis played at the top of his game. It was a really nice throwback for Aberdeen. And it's one of the games that they've got to now fire on from, but the inconsistency doesn't fill me with any faith that they will. I think they will go back to struggling. They've got Celtic next week. That's it for another conversation. We'll get on that shortly. But you know, at the end of the day, I just don't see this continuing for Aberdeen at a consistent level. It was a very good performance, not taken from that, and yes, Motherwell might have been terrible, but it was a very nice performance to watch for Aberdeen. That's mainly what I have to say about.
I agree with you there, Ryan.
Can I go around the freeze and just ask what Ian do you think was the best goal? Because I think it's
well, if I give away that, I give away my goal of the week, CJ.
Okay. I won't be giving my goal of the week away by saying this, but I actually did really like the Cosgrove one, just for the sheer audacity, just to dink it and just run away like it was something else.
Oh no! Imagine having the balls to run and dink
exactly,
it.
Man. Exactly.
Oh, beautiful, isn't it?
Jesus.
Shut up, CJ.
Imagine he scored 9 goals that game, but and still get beat. Oh, come on, that'd have been.
To be fair, I think he gave his 5 goals in the last 5 minutes.
Oh my days.
Didn't he, mate? Because it's still raw, all right? I think how he scored 9 goals and then he touched the ball for the last 25 minutes. But we'll move on for there, right?
Crazy. It's just crazy. Can I make one last point I want to make about Aberdeen is that in this game, I think Motherwell basically just played right into their hands. We've spoke about quite a lot that Aberdeen don't get enough bodies forward to support Cosgrove, and this game was just perfect for them. It was similar in the sense that it was just some counter-attacks and stuff like that. But Motherwell played right into their hands, and this game was perfect for Aberdeen. But exactly what Ryan says, I can't see that transpiring into future games against other teams that maybe sit after more.
I hope so.
Me too. I hope so. I hope so as well.
I'll take a 3-0 Aberdeen next week. You know what I mean? Come on, Aberdeen.
Oh, after next week, then I want Aberdeen to go back to self.
I agree with that. I just think it's interesting. I just want to know your thoughts very briefly, Ryan. Right? They've played 7 defenders there away from home versus Motherwell. Yous are obviously gone up there next week. Do you think they're going to be as brave on the ball with their 7 defenders, or do you think they're going to make an absolute bus there for you to try and go against?
Oh no, I'm completely expecting the bus to be well and truly parked at Pittodrie next week. I think it's going to be one of those performances where they will suck the life out the game, but depending on our approach, we can bring the life back to it. And Neil Lennon obviously likes to play with a lot of attacking prowess. So next week, the record shows that Pittodrie usually do quite well. And
Derek's a big fan.
I'm confident that we can go up one next week, but I do see them parking the double-decker bus.
I just wanted to show you a wee message if Ryan Murphy, mate, because you get a wee bit of hard time on the channel. There you are. Look at that.
We never believe it. I love you back. Thank you very much, Ryan.
Bit weird. Weird, Ryan.
Right, we'll move on for there, because Ryan's just ruined the whole chat. The next game, and I believe it's actually over at yourself there, Ryan, 1 minute.
That's lovely. I'm just going to get out of the way because it was a pretty one-sided affair at Celtic Park. I'm going to go for the Celtic Ross County game, the game which sent Celtic back to the top of the table, as you know, as we put 6 by Ross County. Now, you would be shocked to believe, or shocked to hear from my very own lips that when the half-time whistle went, despite what the time score was, I was not impressed with the Celtic first half performance.
You were winning.
It shows the levels.
1-0 up at half-time against Ross County. Yes, you know what? I can't complain, but we should have been up about 5, 6, 7.
So many chances.
The first half, the thing I was saying at half-time is, Jesus, they've got to come out with better. But so in the second half, they did. Fair enough to the team. They came out second half, and the first 4 shots in the half, they scored off for them. So pretty one-sided. What can I say? I don't think there is too many negatives apart from the lack of clinical ability in the first half. But like, you got Edouard scoring 2 goals. Well, own goal up for dispute, I suppose.
Yeah. I think they've been harsh on him there, but it has been done as an OG.
So
has that been given as an OG?
I'm surprised it has. It shouldn't be. I don't think it should be.
Oh, that's harsh.
I know. Edouard getting what should have rightfully been 2 goals. El Yunusi getting 2 goals. You know, the performance was, especially in the second half, very, very good. And it's a good marker because, you know, we went into the international break losing to Livingston. I did expect us to come back, especially at Celtic Park, being strong.
Home tie versus Ross County.
I did expect it to be strong, but it's always nice to get a 6-0. It fills you a lot of confidence. And obviously, there's a big week ahead for Celtic. We've got Lazio, we've got Aberdeen, and I mean, what else can I really add? I mean,
there is one thing you forgot to add, Ryan.
Go on, you go.
And it's the small fact that Richard Foster has played 2 games so far this season at Celtic Park. He's conceded 13 goals. What the actual fuck is happening?
Very
Agent Foster. I can't believe it.
Amy won't give him a shot in a Ferrari now after that, honestly.
Oh my God. 7 with St Johnstone, 6 with Ross County. If he transfers again to another team in the league, it's over. He's single-handedly carrying you.
Just don't turn up and take the 3-0 defeat if you go to another team, Ricky.
But honestly, I went into that game, and this is not a dig.
The worst Rangers player in history.
When the full-time whistle went at Celtic Park, the only thing I kind of thought to myself was, that's good. I mean, I'm not got it back at the top of the table, but and that wasn't a lack of confidence for it. I'd expected
extra goal.
Hearts at the water, and but you know what? It got us there, and it's good to score goal because if we can see anything from the first, how many games are we in now? Is that 9? Is it 9? If you can see anything from the first 9 weeks of the season, if things keep up this way, goal difference could become.
It's as vital as 3 points.
Aye. So scoring 6 goals at home, if Rangers do it one week, we need to do it the next week. Now, still, obviously, as I have said from the first week of the season, I do believe Celtic will win the title, but you never know how things are going to go down.
It's early doors.
Exactly. It is early doors. You don't know how it's going to go down. So these goals are important. You've got to match what Rangers do at Ibrox at Celtic Park. I mean, it's not a big game to talk about, really.
I came here saying, and what you're touching on with the league there, and you and Div sort of went back and forth there, it just shows you how competitive this league is this season compared to like tin pot leagues like English football, where there's like loads of gaps. We are literally joint on points, joint on goal difference. So we're having to go the third thing along, which is goals scored, which is 1 goal with a difference. That is how tight it is in the league this season. That's quite impressive.
No, I know.
One thing I need to add in about the Celtic game of the weekend, in fact, before I forget, because I feel criminal. Frimpong, what a player we're looking at there. Young boy.
The thing is with Celtic, but is that
good player.
I've been probably most impressed with Celtic's El Ahmed. I think he's been
right back.
I genuinely think he's been your best signing, but he's have now got 3 right backs and it's just getting like alternated. So like, where does that stop? Is it going to be beneficial in the long run?
The good thing about Frimpong is he is so young. So there's so much.
What age is he?
18. So young.
18.
And
in relation to the Arsenal player?
No, I don't think so. No, we signed him for Manchester. We signed him for Man City in the summer. We signed him for the Man City Academy, and he's played twice now in both games. I believe it was quite unfair the weekend. I thought he should have been man of the match. So he's played Edward. So that's 2 games, 2 man of the match worthy performances. One of them actually getting man of the match, and he's only 18. He's tiny. He's still got a lot of growing to do, but he's looking fit. He's attack. As Div just touched on the right back situation last year, we didn't have one. It was loose. And now we've got one who's amazing at defending, but with what we've seen in El Ahmed, we've got one that's amazing at attacking in Frimpong, and we've got one that can take a good throw in power. So you get that in there.
Yeah, Rory Delap in your squad.
Exactly.
That's the big man. Right, Gogsy, you've not spoke for a wee while, and you just look like your batteries are ran out. So you got anything else you want to add to the overall game?
I'm just still shocked at Celtic managing 21 shots and goal in the first half and only scoring 1. But that
was like a weird dig at you there, Ryan. I felt like, he's gonna have 21 shots and only scored 1. He's a pish.
At least we fucking scored at the weekend, Gogsy.
Oh, he's fired back at you there, Gogs.
That's harsh. And you said that penalty.
Right, we'll move on to the shit. I was just thought a joke there. I can't say. Right, we'll move on to the next game of football then, and is it actually me? Is it?
Yes, you, sir.
Oh, yes, it is. And I'm actually quite glad I got this game. To be fair, it was the Battle of the Saints, and we were kind of talked this up last week, ran as a potential game of the weekend, and it actually was a pretty damn good game. Again, featuring St Mirren when they're at home, when they're not against one of the bigger teams where they have to park the bus, when they just go at it. Good game of football. Really, really impressed. It kind of went back and forth. You had Wee Holt almost scoring a belter for St Johnstone. That would have been interesting if Jason Holt had scored that. But there was a lot of penalty incidents in the game of football, and they're going to dominate most of the news, and it's overshadowed maybe the actual good play in the game. So let's go through it, lads. The old penalty incidents. We'll start off with the most blatant one. Should there have been a penalty for St Johnstone on Kennedy's foul in the second half for yourself, Div?
Yeah, I believe so. I do indeed. There was a number of things that you were talking about, obviously, and I would like to also highlight the fact that I thought it was quite an entertaining game as well. I thought both teams done well, and St Mirren were just the better team taking their chances. But I thought there should have been at least a couple of penalties in the game. But knowing St Johnstone, you could have gave St Johnstone all the penalties and they'd have still missed them.
100%.
Aye, they're dreadful penalties. So I think the ref might have been doing them a favour, not giving them
saving Stevie May's football career another season by not giving him penalties to miss. Ryan, what was your thoughts on the overall game? It was a couple of penalties for you in there?
The one that you've already brought up, I do believe that was a penalty. The first one that I seen in the game was the high foot incident.
I kicked in the face.
I kicked in the face. That's always a tricky one to give for a penalty. I think. The shouts.
That was a definite penalty. Like, there was at least 2 penalty decisions that I saw that were definite stonewallers, I thought.
It's always difficult, the high foot, though. I understand where Ryan's coming from that point, because when you're doing the high foot, like, the player isn't jumping off the flare, he's kind of like leaning like that. So you want your centre back to go for that ball.
Like, exactly, because you're going in with the intention to get the ball. I know somebody sees you're not expecting them to be doing like that, so it's a bit of kind of like how much time do you have to react to take your foot out and go, by the way, they might get the ball for this, but I can't just kick them in the head. It is obviously very, very risky, and it's just something, you know, in that moment, it's very different from watching it on the screen. Very different.
On you go, Gogs.
As a referee, you're given that at the in the middle of the park. That is a free kick without any question. So,
as a referee,
what's the rule? Let us know the rules and educate us and educate the people on what the rule is for that play. Go for it.
Well, basically, if you've got a high boot, then that's a foul, even if you win the ball.
And that's the exact definition for the book. Brilliant, Gogsy. Yeah. Thanks for that.
Thanks for that, mate. Appreciate that. Worded to perfection there.
I'm not an intellectual twat that's going to come out with all these fancy words for it.
No, that was brilliant.
You nail it, mate. You do you, son. You do you. Right, I can't believe we spoke about this game for this long with no mention overhead kick. St Mirren scored an overhead kick.
It's not the words I expected to be hearing on
ever
the show tonight.
But there it is.
Yeah, it was gymnastical. That's what I'm describing it as.
It was beautiful as well for the number 9, who I've been pretty critical of. But he got up, smashed into the back of the net. But I've got to be honest with you, the second goal for me was absolutely brilliant. It actually starts with Kirk Broadfoot, believe it or not. He pings a pass to McGinn, not that one, Ryan Camden. And he crosses it in, and the finish was absolutely beautiful right in the top corner. Fantastic goal for St Mirren. And again, at home, when they're not against one of the bigger teams in the league, they just play football. And when they do that, they're good.
Aye, definitely. It was like 2 teams that could potentially be there or thereabouts at the relegation zone. And it's really, really worrying for St Johnstone that although having a great start to the game, number of chances, they weren't able to take them. And St Mirren came through with some wonder goals.
I'm just laughing at the chat because they are rinsing your fucking Motherwell bed sheets, son, vicious, mate. And it's really it's making me forget what I'm even talking about because I keep looking here and it's just son vicious right now. Honestly.
I mean, I'm just supporting my team from Sunderland.
From your bed.
From my bed, yeah.
From the moment you wake up till the moment.
From the moment I wake up, I'm a Motherwell fan, so that's it.
Well done, Gogs. What a response, mate. I love that. Well done.
Rinse me all you want. I just don't give a fuck, mate.
All right, wow. You should be told there. That's
a yellow card. That's a yellow card for you.
He goes to Sunderland a week. He comes back just a hooligan. Look at him. He's ready to start fighting True Jordan and everyone. Sunderland until I die. Right. For the St Johnstone perspective, again, a very disappointing performance. Result, I should say. After they were starting to slowly but surely grind out like a couple of half-decent performances. Are you worried still about St Johnstone? You still think they're going to be bottom in this game of football? Go to yourself first, Div.
Probably. The way they're playing, they're just not scoring goals. They've got some players that should be doing better. They've got some decent attacking players now, and they're just not doing it. They're not putting the ball in the pokey, as you would say.
Wow. I love it. Ryan?
I like that. I see. This is the thing. So Johnson's just one of the teams I look at, and I look at the previous seasons with Tommy Wright and go, they're going to come back. They're going to get a wee run of form, and they'll climb out of there. But you look at the teams who are doing their way them now, and it's Hearts and Hibs. And they're also the kind of teams who have the kind of quality to also do that.
Yeah.
So I do fear for St Johnstone. This could be the year they go down. They need to do something. Tommy Wright's been given no money to spend for how long?
Decades.
It's time for. Honestly, he should be away for there. Not even in a negative way. If there was a chance for him to move on to somewhere of his career, he should do that. I think St Johnstone are in trouble.
As it stands, St Johnstone have not won a game this year. They're on 4 points, 4 draws, and they're 3 points off of Hibs in 11th. So it's not looking good. I think it's
Tommy Wright. And that was a good question in there from the Dugout Football Channel, just asking, has he stayed too long? Because we know he's done wonders. He's been on pennies. Should he have walked away last season after having the accolades of breaking their all-time record for 1 consecutive game? Should he have just went, you know what? I'm still not getting back. I've reached the peak here. I'm going to go. Now he's staying. He's probably going to be fired.
I don't even think they will fire him. It's one of he might end up even going down with him and doing an Archibald. He needs a job. He needs a job as well. He needs a wee bit of pennies in the bank account.
He needs a job.
So
he's like he needs a job.
Because if he can't spend £1 on a player, how much are they paying him? Do you know what I mean?
£2. Because it's all gone to him. He's a greedy bastard.
Greedy. Aye. That's what it is, actually. That's what it is. Tommy's taking all the money. Nah,
Tommy's he's eating it. Right, hey, that's enough of that.
It's not right.
No.
Cheers, Cogsy.
Right, we'll go to the next game and we'll go to Ryan. 1-1 with this one. We'll finish up with Gogsy after that. And Ryan, you've got your other team to talk about now, if you didn't mind giving us a wee breakdown of that game.
Hamilton Hibs. First of all, just what I had, as I've already said before the show, the camera work. Jesus God Almighty. Wow. Felt like I couldn't watch a game. CJ, you've also brought it up as well. The kit clashing.
What the fuck was that about?
It was not a pretty game to sit and watch to even see anything from. But Hibs managing to fuck up once more. In a game where they went over, looked the better team to me, had plenty of chances, but once again proved that if you don't have a goal-scoring striker, you are going to struggle big time, and it was a story again. The guy who gets the goals for them is Stevie Mallon. Scored another cracker in this game, may I quickly add. It was an absolutely superb finish in the first-time shot from Stevie Mallon, but they'd have no striker. Canberry, what does he turn up? What's his ratio for turning up? 1 in every 30 games? Is that Canberry?
Canberry? Well, he's in, mate, usually against Celtic.
God almighty. I know it never turns up. Look, Hamilton doing well to hold off, I suppose. You know what? Getting a draw against a team who have got better. I mean, statistically, right now, the league table.
It's a good result for Hamilton. It's a dreadful result for Hamilton because Hamilton is the better team.
But it's why they won. You know, I thought Hibs. I can understand where you're coming from, right? But I know Hibs went into this game with 1 win on the cards. You know, they've 4 losses, whatever. They're sitting on 6 points, but they've also got one of those teams where they should still be going and taking advantage of having even more fans there at the game.
You've got fans.
Plastic Park, I suppose, right? But that excuse I hate using for anybody, Celtic or even Hibs. Look,
to be fair, you never done that last week either, to be fair.
Thank you, exactly. But look, no, honestly, it's just this. It's getting worse and worse, and it's like you come back from an international break, and it's a point where you can maybe go right. Let's reset. Heckingbottom has got to go, in my opinion, for Hibs. I'm not saying that as a Hibs fan. It's like it's time over. I think it's time up for Heckingbottom. I think they need change. They need somebody who's got to go over and play football like Neil Lennon was giving them and getting attack. Maybe just a wee bit of clinical attacking football, getting some chances and taking the chances. They're not getting that with Heckingbottom in charge.
Can I just question?
Oh, there you go, Gogs. There you go, mate.
Oh, take it, Emre. Take it.
No, that's not what I'm going for.
What? Oh, I thought that's what you're doing there, Gogs, you know?
Would you sack a manager for getting your team to a semi-final?
If I was a Hibs manager, if I was a Hibs fan and my team was sitting 11th and we're in a cup semi-final against Celtic, I'd want them sacked down.
Nah.
If Celtic, I'll put it in a different situation. If Celtic were sitting 11th and we were in the Scottish Cup semi-final, I'd probably want my manager sacked.
Yeah,
I'd be celebrating, to be fair.
That's usually what you do.
Yeah.
I just want to say, see, you're talking about like they're not creating enough chances. We need to talk about the miss of the season.
Oh,
right,
Jesus.
the very.
I don't even. That's the
my
very
God.
first note I have written down here, and I didn't even bring it up.
Holy shit!
Oh,
the ball goes out wide.
That sums it up for me.
I need a striker. Deutsch, Canberry, Dugmans.
It's awful. The ball comes right across the goal. He's no good at the defender's no there. He's got all the time to watch it. But it's not as if he hits the post or hits the bar or hits it over because he's trying to connect with it too sweetly. He fucking hits it wide. How? How do you hit that wide?
I think he had a bet on Hamilton. I don't know.
He's
That's the only thing I can come
got
up
Malin on first goal scorer. I think. It's awful, man. Truly an unbelievable miss. And that's where I kind of feel bad for. You were saying there about the manager. That goes in, early goal, blah, blah, blah. You never know what's going to happen in the game of football. Is that Heckenbottom's fault that a boy has missed for 2 yards out?
No, it's not his fault, I'd say. But
it's his fault.
Why are they ones as well where, we talk about Levine and we have bombarded and we have, gave Levine all the shit the world said he should be gone, he should be gone, he should be gone. And yes, his is extended on a little bit more from last season. Like the last couple of months of last season heading into this season. But back to Gog's point, Levine got Hearts to a cup final, runner up in a cup. And he
almost had it before someone died.
Still 3 or 4 weeks into this season.
Heckenbottom came in and had one of the best starts that a Hibs manager's ever had as well.
For the 60s, the first one and run.
I don't know. It just doesn't feel. It's the performance. It just doesn't feel me. Where it doesn't sound like a man who's.
I get you. As a Hibs fan, it doesn't fill you with confidence. Is that what you're saying?
As a massive Hibs fan, doesn't fill me with confidence.
You honestly talk about Hibs more than Celtic. I'm starting to get worried.
And John McGinn, you've got this fascination with John McGinn.
John McGinn is single-handedly the best player in Britain right now,
and he's winning $4 million for him. That's mental, isn't it?
But I do love John McGinn. I do love myself from John McGinn.
One last thing as well, just to kind of go in the back of that. So you had the miss of the century, right? Because that's worse than any miss I've seen. And I've seen like that Morelos miss versus Celtic, but that hit the post, you know what I mean? I'll give him that. That guy had all the time in the day to hit that, and he fucking hit it wide, okay? So he's hit it wide for 2 yards out. Then, to be fair to Hibs and Heckenbottom, they get a goal ruled out. That I didn't. I've watched it 15, 20 times. I don't know why it's ruled out. Can somebody tell me in the chat? Can one of you tell me why did Hibs not win this game 2-1?
I think Gogsy needs to come in here with another bit.
We need to go with the tactical referee. Bringing him in.
Spfl show referee says.
Well, the referee that.
Big? Oh damn it! I'm trying to make you big, Gogsy. Can't do that.
Oh shame. The referee has had a nightmare. He shat himself and gave away. Was it a free kick to Hamilton?
Thanks, expert.
Yeah, thank you for that play-by-play.
So, can we all agree then that Hibs should have won this game and the referee's absolutely screwed the merde with that ruled out goal?
Well, I better footage showing of why it was disallowed.
I can't see.
I know.
Maybe shouted something in his ear.
Like, leave it!
That's bingo.
Maybe just gave him a bit of abuse or something like that. I don't know.
I'm trying to see if anyone, not even no one in the comment section kens either. They're just putting Paul Secondbottom and everything in, which is brilliant, by I love that. But
Gogsy equals VAR, somebody said in the chat.
Fantastic. That's the sign for Gogsy for anyone. Just that. That's the size of his bed. See that? Right there.
It is new that you put it. It's a very small looking bed.
It is a very small bed. Thank you.
Gogsy, can you fit on that? Gogsy,
go lie in the bed. Gogs, go lie in the bed. There he goes.
No, I'm doing it.
Somebody's just tuned into the show right now to watch your spot on analysis, and he's fucking trying at the bed.
I want you to draw me like one of your French girls.
Oh my god.
On you go, son. On you go.
Oh dear.
Oh, that's wrong.
He's face hanging and everything.
For anybody who's planning screenshotting that to meme, just make sure to leave me out.
I don't want to be associated with that picture when that goes on the internet tonight. Crop me out.
Plumb me out.
Fantastic, mate.
No context.
You're a good lad, Gogs. Right. So there's actually, we'll move on to the next game then, shall we, and finish up?
Right.
In fact, it's actually just the Rangers game there, isn't it? Have I missed one?
Ryan?
No, I picked the last game.
No, I'll be yourself. I'll be. I know. Right. He's too happy.
Let's go for it. Hearts 1, Rangers 1.
Damn that! Thank you.
Calm yourself down. Come on. It was an absolutely abysmal start. Like the first 10 minutes, Hearts just pummeled the Rangers into the ground. I thought that Rangers startled. Uche, Big Piazza was splendid. He was outstanding. Probably his best performance since Aberdeen away at the start of the season, where I thought he was brilliant. But it's only if you give him the time. If you get in his face, if you get close to him when he's doing his step-overs, which he'd done in the first couple of minutes.
You mean he dropped a step-over? I wanted to just go him.
I knew it was done. I knew it was done. When Uche done a step-over against us, I knew it was curtains. I did. I knew it. But it wasn't a great first half at all. Morelos gets equaliser after wee Machino, who's actually turning out to be a decent player, but let's back him at the end of the season, because I says he'd be mince. Right, so we'll go back at the end of the season. He actually, I thought, was one of their best players, other than Big Piazza. Going into the second half, it still wasn't great. Probably better for Rangers than in the first, but it still wasn't great. I thought we missed Ryan Jack a hell of a lot. The midfield weren't up to it. To me, it did just really look like Rangers were surprised, and there's no easy games in this league, especially go to Tynecastle. Historically, Tynecastle, the pitch, the fans are right on top of you. It's a hard place to go. And I think some of your players thought that they just had to show up, and they obviously...
Well, that's what Gerrard said, didn't it?
The first 10 minutes fucked us. So it did. Yeah. That's it.
I think after the first couple of minutes, you went, where the fuck has this Hearts team been all season long? Because for the first whistle to the last, they were absolutely chasing everything. This isn't the comedy Hearts. They just sit about and just watch people play football. They were in our faces, winning every 50-50. And Gerrard said at the end of the game that he has absolutely no idea why his players started the game the way they did. Though like they just turned up expecting to win, so he's going to sort that. And I just think there has to be a lot of questions asked, because I ken the way the goal broke down, and Tavernier absolutely makes another horrendous defensive mistakes. That's him being at direct fault for the last 3 goals Rangers have conceded, by the way, which is quite a mental start for a captain.
I know, and there's a lot of people defending the guy, and I'm a big fan of Tav as well, but I just think...
Fanny.
I'm
a big fanny Tav. You call him Tav a fanny, eh? Fanny Tav, is it?
No, I'm telling Tav that I'm a big fanny. That's what that sounded like there. Oh. Tav, I'm a big fanny. No, I do really like him going forward. He's brilliant, but we know that he's got some defensive lapses in concentration. We've seen it a number of times. And that was dreadful. It really was. It's indefendable. And I think some people have been defending him to the hilt. I just think sometimes when there's a lot of Rangers fans against him, giving him abuse, telling him blah, blah, letting him know where he's gone wrong and stuff. Sometimes I think it's good to take a player out of that situation, give him a couple of games on the bench, makes him hungrier. It shows that no player is just deserving and going straight into the starting 11. And you see it at other teams throughout Europe as well. Jordan Henderson at Liverpool, he's not always a mainstay. He's not always, just because he's captain, he's playing every game and stuff like that. So I think Tav needs a couple wee games just to let his cell relax, let his cell regroup and come back stronger, because he's a great player. He's better than the mistakes he's been making. He's much better than the mistakes he's been making, and it's crap to see. It's crap.
It could just be a wee hanging like him being overplayed, man, because he's never had a break. He's playing every single game with 53 or 54 games for the last. He just looks fucked, and it's disappointing to see. But I'm sure he's going to bounce back.
Jokes,
I mean,
jokes, lads. Jokes.
Set me off.
It makes sense.
Oh no, nothing does, because he sits off for half the games and gets subbed when they're losing. I
just love your wee blue and orange jumper you've got behind you, right?
It's pretty staunch.
Excuse me, that's a 2-door cinema club.
That's blue and orange, mate.
It's blue and yellow, actually. It's yellow.
Blue and orange.
The rest.
Red, blue and orange.
It's actually yellow.
Yellow. Red, white, and blue, though. It is red, white, and blue. You can concede that.
It's 2-door cinema club, for God's sake.
Can somebody edit the orange out at the bottom of that and just have him sitting with the red, white, and blue? Can I have that connected to me? Can I?
That would be brilliant.
Thank you very much.
I'd like to announce my retirement.
Someone with after.
You've done the paper. You're like, nah.
That's it. I'm hanging up the microphone.
Right, lads, a lot's been said about this game of football. Just very briefly, it was a disappointing game. Like Ryan touched on earlier on, I think it was with the second game in. Coming back for the international break, some teams just lose all the momentum. So all the swagger Rangers, all the attacking, it just seems so lethargic, and they just didn't turn on enough for the game. Hearts, I've got to give credit though, they made it difficult. I thought Big Izzy was sensational in the game. But there is obviously one serious incident we need to talk about. And again, it's been mostly ignored elsewhere, but we were going to obviously talk about it. And it was you've all seen the video of the racist incident involving Alfredo Morelos. It's absolutely disgusting. There's absolutely no place, not only in football, but anywhere else. But again, it's not. We have to always say it's alleged just now because nothing has been confirmed yet. But to me, I've seen about 3 or 4 different videos. To me, it certainly appears that way. So I just wanted to just go to yourself, Div. What's your overall thoughts on the results? Because I talked about that in yesterday's video on mine channel.
I know. For me, it also appears to be pretty vulgar what he's saying, but it's that last word that I'm uncertain. And Hearts have launched an investigation, so we'll see their findings from that. There's also a woman behind the guy who was recording, so if she still has that video and she would be able to put that forward, then that would clear up everything, and it would let us know for Alfredo Morelos being racially abused, and for the guy if it was just another word that he used. But yeah, it doesn't look great. It doesn't look great.
And you've got to give credit to Hearts.
I don't know exactly what he says. So
yeah, exactly, because we have to keep saying allegedly because we can't confirm or deny until it's out. But apparently they're investigating it pretty thoroughly, so we'll find out in the next couple of days. So credit to Hearts for dealing with that so quickly, because they literally done it within about 3 minutes after full time. So good credit, give credit to that. So yeah, thanks for everyone who's writing and asking about the incident. There's been no other news apart from Hearts are investigating it as well. Yeah. So we'll see what comes to that, and we'll give you an update as soon as we hear on the show. But I think that's it in terms of all the games of football, lads. It was a bit of an entertaining return after, as we talked about, Ryan, we had 5 draws to break down and the Celtic loss.
What change?
All right. That was a good result last time. But apart from that, rest it. So we're going to very, very briefly give our goal of the week, and then we'll go to our 5 players of the week. So we'll go start with yourself, Ryan, because you let it be known early. Goal of the week, my
goal of the week was the Sam Cosgrove chip. Too cheeky to give the award.
Who's got the balls to just run through and chip it? I mean, you've got to be something special just to run and chip it.
It's easy, yeah.
That's brilliant, isn't it? Div?
I'm just going to state the obvious. I was thinking about changing it, but I'm just going to go for Ibika for the overhead kick because it was just strange. It just looked very strange, the overhead kick, and he managed to slot it in the net, didn't he? Brilliant.
Ryan, there's your new header. Ryan,
my new header.
Your new header for Twitter. There's your red. Do you see it in the camera? They're all red, white, and blue.
That's beautiful, man.
Super bandit taker.
I fucking hate people.
I fucking hate people. You sound like the Joker. You sound like the Joker, Ryan.
Spoiler alert, but I'm getting a wee bit worried now that you've said that, Div. I'm going to actually start being really nice to Ryan. Ryan, you're pals, aren't we? You, Ryan?
Ryan, I love your glasses. They're beautiful.
Aye.
He's on your glasses.
I know. They really highlight your ugly face.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Really bring it the features.
I think it really accentuates his nose. Like, I think it brings it features beautifully. So
I feel so honoured. I'll be back next week, lads. I'll be back next week.
He's back in. We're alive. Right, we'll go to yourself now, Gogsy, the tactical referee of all dreams. Goal of the week.
Goal of the week. I would have said Cosgrove's chip, but I'm going to go for Viner's the third goal for Aberdeen.
That was a screamer, aye.
Boy just turns Polworth inside out and then in off the post.
And for me, I'm kind of want to go with the McGinn one, just to be a wee bit different for everyone else, because I think the fact that he's chasing the ball down and then he's got the quality then to just curl it, it just caresses it so nicely. It was like, not even an effort for him. I actually really, really rate that goal, and I think it's underrated. Not only does he have the strength to win the ball, but he just looks up and goes, aye, fuck it, I'll just curl it in the top corner. And he hits, as soon as he hits it, well, I like if you watch it back, he kens it's in. You can, as soon as he's hit that, before he even sees it goes in, he's away. He's like starting to jog. So quite like the swagger and arrogance of that finish. That was my goal of the week. Now we have to go to our 5 players of the week, and we'll start with yourself, Gogsy, because we finished with you, mate.
5th, I'm going to go with Uche Ikpeazu. 4th, I'm going Danny Mullen because he got his first goal since April. 3rd, I'm going El Yunusi. 2nd, Greg Lee, and 1st, Sam Cosgrove. I've not seen him work complete centre forward performance at Far Park in such a long time. So,
mate, fair play, Devaniel.
Number 5, I went for Frimpong. Number 4, Obika. Number 3, Edward. Number 2, Cosgrove. And number 1, Big Ick Piazza. I thought it was Brown.
Big Ick. Ryan?
Had to be a bit greedy this week and one up Div with one more Celtic player on my list.
Oh, he's done it. See fucking Bolly in this.
Number 5.
Yeah, isn't it?
Okay.
No.
It's not Bolly.
Number 1, isn't he? Number 1, but...
Stop doing it. Right, number 5, I've got Joe Lewis for Aberdeen for a cracking performance between the sticks. Number 4, I've got Ikpeazu, solid performance for Hearts, as you know. Number 3, I have got Mohamed El Yunusi. Number 2, I have got Oddson Edward, and number 1, Jeremy Frimpong.
Nice, mate. Right, I went with Edward at 5, Joe Lewis at 4, how do you pronounce his name?
El Yunusi.
That's the one. Number 2, I went with Izzy for Hearts. I just thought he actually had a really good battle with not only Connor Golson but Katic as well, and he was they just lumped balls up to him and he just done so much with it, so give him credit. And my number 1, believe it or not, is actually going to be Greg Lee.
Fair enough.
I need to quickly add this before we move on and we miss this opportunity. I would like to give a shout out to the one and only Pingu, who watches the show, as you know, who's done us the favour and saved us the time of the famous...
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Beautiful, man.
Can I get that as the thumbnail?
Completed with the Babe Station logo itself at the bottom there.
That's
terrific stuff.
10 out of 10, Pingu.
What an honour. What an honour.
Superb. We'll get that as the thumbnail.
Sorry for interrupting you, CJ. It was just...
That's good, mate. And I went with Greg Lee just because I was very, very impressed with how much he dominated the Motherwell team. So I'm due to position, so I'll give him the number 1. Right, we'll do the prediction on very, very briefly, and then we'll get Rocky walked. So, Ryan, do you want to take the notes, mate?
Here we go. We'll go off straight away and we'll head over to the team who I have already mentioned are struggling. We'll head to Easter Road for Hibs versus Ross County. Gogsy, kick us off with what will be surely game of the weekend.
I'm going to go with a 1-each draw. Can I call it?
Okay, dope. Div?
2-0 to Ross County.
No. I myself are also going to go with a Ross County win, but I'm going to go 2-1 Ross County.
And I will go for a score draw, exactly the same, 1 each. I'm going to go with the Gogster. So again, if you're watching it, get involved, and if you fire in, I will be reading them out in today's video. So we'll start with Shane Woods. He goes 2-1 to Hibs. Callum McCracken writes in 3-2 Hibs. Lewis Humphreys actually writes 4-1 to Ross County. That'd be a good game. Wolf writes in Hibs 2, Ross County 2, and Remy writes in 3-1 to Hibs as well. So let's keep it rocking and rolling. We'll be off the next round.
We're off to Rugby Park. Kilmarnock taking on St Mirren in their second consecutive home game. CJ, would you like to kick us off?
I actually think it's going to be a very good game of football, and I'm actually going to go with a surprise into Hull. You said it was St Mirren versus Kelly, didn't you?
Kelly versus St Mirren, if you want to be accurate.
Well, I'm actually going to pick St Mirren to win 2-1, so that's why I said them first. St Mirren, I'm going for the shocker. The shocker.
I do agree with you. I think we're in for a very entertaining game of football. But I'm going to go for a Kelly win. The Kelly Pies to go for a 2-0 win.
Sweet.
Div?
I'm going for a score win, but the opposite, I'm going 2-1 to Kelly.
Hey, channel favourite.
And finally, Gogs.
I'm going to go with 1-each draw.
Another 1-each draw.
See, every time like your camera goes from light to dark, like because I've seen too many horror movies, I keep expecting somebody to be behind you. Like it just
really annoying me,
freaking me out, man.
No, is that actually happening right now, Gogsy? To you? I just thought it was. No, is that happening within your room, or is it just the camera?
No. It's just the camera, I think.
Right, that's great because it's fine.
No!
Jesus, put us back on the shelf, please. Thank you.
Put us back on the shelf, and then he touch us till you wash your hands.
Put us to the back.
What you've been doing there?
Oh my God! So I need to
I want to eat. Hi, cheers, neighbour. Cheers 554 writes in 2-0 to Saints. Adam Oliver writes 3-1 to Kelly. Rangers, your BAM goes 0-0. And the last one we read it comes from Cammy McFarlane and the Kelly fan, and he writes in a 3-0 to Kelly.
I'm busting for that Colin Nish, honestly.
Right, we'll fire through these and let's go into the next game. Heading to my favourite place, Tony Macaroni Arena.
Hey!
Livingston versus Hearts. CJ, kick us off.
I'm actually going to go with Livingston because they're at home. I'm going to take them. But I think it's going to be a frustrating 1-0 win for Livy. Big Dykes does whatever he wants.
This is the game of the weekend where I am going to say... No, do you know what? No, I'm not going to get the 0-0. I think Hearts are going to take it. I was going to, but I think Hearts are going to take it. I'm going to go for 1-0 Hearts.
Ooh, that'll be some result for them.
Viv?
Well, Ryan, I think it's going to be a shocker. I think it's going to be 0-0.
There you go. It does have a 0-0 over it, but I feel like Craig Levine's just going to source something. And Gogs, to finish us off.
I think Livy will bounce back and win 3-0.
I really wish you'd choose your words more carefully, Ryan, instead of saying it. Gog, say, can you finish us off? Right, I don't want that out there. Okay, so you need to control yourself. This is a PG channel. Okay, so we'll carry on. Mark Mitchell writes it 2-0 Livy. Andy Taker 2-1. David.
Someone said something, CJ. So please enlighten me because I'm not reading the chat.
You're all right. Andrew Hamill writes it 3-1 to Livy as well. Bang. We're off ski. Next one.
Next one is up to Perth, St Johnstone versus Hamilton. This is where I'm saving it. I'm going to put my 0-0 for the weekend. Right here. Gogs.
Okay, what? I'm going to go another one each draw.
Jeez, we're living a one each draws a day.
Div.
1-0 to the Hamilton Ackies.
Oh.
Mate, I'm going all day. Ryan, I've saved it for the exact same game, mate. No. It's the 0-0. There's always one, and this is the game. There's got to be
one, and it just feels like it's this for me. That's the one.
Connor Mitchell writes in 1-0 to the Ackies. Ringo also writes in 1-0 to Ackies. Actually, a lot of people's actually gone 1-0. There's Ben also writing 1-0. Although Remy writes in 1-0 to St Johnstone. So there we are. And Nathan, the Rangers fan, writes in 1-1. Score draw.
Fair play. The next game is the televised game of the weekend where you can watch top of the table Celtic visit Pittodrie. CJ.
One goal scored. Chill out, bro.
Again, it's one fucking goal. Calm yourself. Mind it. Give us someone tweeted me.
That when you just went top of the table.
Hey, we were actually by points, right? But give us someone tweeted me yesterday. He went, mind the gap. I went, mind the gap? Mind the gap, son. Are you all right? We're actually touching each other in two places.
It's actually really exciting. It's going to be a really good league this year. It's good.
It's definitely. But for the actual game, mate, I think Celtic, obviously, they've got Lazio. Is it home or away this week, Ryan? I always forget.
Home this week.
So I think we'll go for that a bit more because you're at home. So I'm actually going to go with a score draw. 1 each.
Score draw. 1-1 at Pittodrie. I, myself, am going to put 3-1 to Celtic.
Well, that'd be some results, especially after Europe.
Div?
I think it'll be tight. But I'm going to
really spat that way of the camera there. That would have been bad.
I think Celtic will just nick it 2-1.
Fair play. Good result. That would be as well. I'd take that. And Gogs?
I'm gonna go high scoring game. I'm gonna go 3-2 Celtic.
3-2 Celtic. A lot of goals there.
Perfect. Rangers Mad writes in 1-0. Celtic nervous. Julian dive. Okay, fair enough. I actually never saw that when I clicked on it at first. You've got Ben writes in 5-2 to Aberdeen. Adam Oliver writes in 3-0 to Celtic. Shane writes 4-0 to Celtic, and Aidan White writes in 2-1 to Aberdeen.
What are you puzzled at, Gogs?
What
are you puzzled at?
5-2 to Aberdeen.
Aye.
That's it, aye. Cosgrove to score 5.
He actually scored 7.
To score a double. Aye.
Okay.
Right.
Right, the final game to talk about of the weekend is the late kickoff at Ibrox as Rangers take on Motherwell. Hey, since I'm not involved in the game, whatever way, shape, or form, I'll go first, and I'm going to put a user away to who Thursday? Porto. I think he's will come back here the road and win. These are Ibrox, so 2-0 Rangers, I'm going to say.
I'll take that after a wee trip to Porto.
Div?
I'm going to go for a 3-0 Rangers win. Usually we're pretty good at coming back after Europe and getting the win.
Good this year. Yeah.
Aye, after Europe we're pretty good at coming back, but I just hope that we get it. Really, a win's a win in this game. Basically,
I think I brought Rangers at home as a completely different animal than Rangers away. It's pretty much like Celtic if you look at the difference in performances as well. So I'm not going to spoil my result because I'm just going to save the joke for you this week, Ryan. Because wait for it. If you want to hear my prediction, check the day before. That'll be it. That's 95% of my content. And Gogsy with the pint shirt, with the pie on the nipples, and so's the pizza. What you going on with it?
Oh, that's great.
It's actually the Motherwell. It's the Motherwell badge. But
looks like a pie.
You are a pie. I'm gonna go 5-0 Rangers.
Dev's reaction there was absolutely fantastic. What did you say again, Gogsy? I was too busy.
5-0.
5-0 to Rangers.
Ah, he's done his usual. Ken said you could play like a part-time team with no goalkeeper and you'd still pick your team to get beat. You're the weirdest creature ever. But anyway, right, we'll move on. Adam Oliver is also a Motherwell fan. It seems to run in the family because Adam Oliver's also going with 7-0 to Rangers. So there we are. Remy writes in 7-2. Gogsy United pumped back to Fir Park.
It must be a cracking time when you go to the pub before a Motherwell game. Oh, he's
how he's getting on.
What do you think the score's going to be? You get an ACCA on?
Just the 6 a day.
Score?
Pretty much.
I think we'll just concede the 6 a day, boys. We'll be all right.
He's actually, Gogsy, do you actually bet against your own team? Like when you're going to a game? No, you just don't pick it.
I just don't pick us.
Aye, good idea.
Callum McCracken writes in 7-0 to Rangers. No goals this time, Gogsy. A lot of 7-0s coming in. Wow, a lot of 7. 7-2, 15-0 comes in there. 15-0 lols are coming in, so that's good.
I'll take 15.
There we go. We'll take 15. Right, so there it is, ladies and gentlemen. That's where we're going to end this week's Predictionions. Maybe want to tell them where they can find you on the internet and we'll finish up. Start with yourself, Div.
You can find me at youtube.com/sharpdiv, where hopefully I'll get back to uploading soon.
You have a wee video coming soon, these no, you and Ryan?
Me and Ryan, we're going to film a wee Old Firm Rivals video. So
a favourite of mine. I like the videos.
Yes, should be good, but I'm trying to get back into the uploads. I want to get stuck back into it so you can find me there.
The last time we filmed a wee video, Ryan, a wee Old Firm, people were saying I bullied you on your own channel, so that's going to be interesting to see how you handle this one.
Wait, a wee bit lenient I was that day.
Of course you were. But Gogsy, where can they find you, mate?
On YouTube at Gogsy99, on Twitter at Gogsy99, on Instagram at GogsySand.
And Ryan118, where can they find you, mate?
They can find me right here on YouTube, Ryan118.
Perfect. And your email address? God damn it, 1 week. 1 week we're calling it. 1 week. But there we are, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. That's been the Spfl show. Thank you so much for watching. We will be back next week. And bye. And we're still on.